The primary responsibility, constitutional responsibility of government, Section 14, subsection 2B, is to provide security and the welfare of the people.
So if Atiku
on that count,
becomes president,
on that count, this government has failed. What this government, what Atiku Abubakar will do, number one, I'm a physician. Yes. You do not write a prescription until you have a diagnosis.
Okay.
This President Muhammadu Buhari, admitted himself that of all the conflicts in this country, he said that, not me, in the palace of the Sultan of Sokoto, of all the conflicts in this country, it is this banditry that he does not understand. If the commander-in-chief does not understand a conflict, what are his orders to his commanders? How does he define success? So, first of all, you must understand. And that is the reason I and Sheikh Gumi ventured, not at the behest of any government, risk our lives, went into the forest in 8 northern states in this country to understand. Martin Luther King said, violence is the language of the unheard. We are Fulanis. We have our children doing this, and everybody is sitting down. If the state has failed, where are the statesmen? Every geopolitical zone, what we have is failure of leadership of the elders. Our children, we've lost control of them. That's why you have Boko Haram, Kanuri youth. Where are the elders? Okay. What I'm saying, if you do not understand, if a leader does not understand a problem, how can you solve it? Even at home, if your kids are fighting, you don't slap everybody. You sit down and find out what the problem is. So understanding is a primary problem. And this is why we have this problem. If you do not understand, and we know what the problems are. And people in the Southeast know what the grievances of IPOB are.
Okay, Prof, I'm still yet to hear from you. What will Atiku Abubakar do on security that will be different from what this government is doing?
First of all, understand him. If the government fails...
Does he understand it as of today?
Absolutely. We are making him understand.
Okay.
That is why we're here. We have invested our time. I didn't know Atiku Abubakar before this. But we needed to get to our leaders and make them understand the difference between Atiku Abubakar and President Muhammadu Buhari. Atiku Abubakar listens, and he's swayed by superior argument. The president is surrounded by people that do not want him to listen. So you listen, you make a diagnosis, you have a prescription. Number one, all the problems of banditry that I've invested my life over the last 3 years, I'm an oncologist. The primary of the cancer is in Zamfara. What we are seeing is the spread. We're going after the spread. Go to the primary and do the surgery in Zamfara. Understand it, involve everybody. And I've said it again and again, banditry is a social problem. There is a place for the military. There's not going to be a military solution to banditry. None. Never in the history of warfare have conflicts like this been won on the battlefield. The role of the military is to provide an enabling environment for dialogue and for issues to be sorted out. When the government is militarizing conflicts, you're not going to solve these problems. Military will not solve our problem.
Okay.
Military will not solve, they will ameliorate that and provide the civil authority to find problems that they brought in. These are problems that were brought up by politicians.
So your candidate's perspective is...
He understands it very well.